Africa 54. I'm Esther Githu-Ewart in Washington. After a recent meeting in Washington, the foreign ministers of Egypt, Ethiopia and Sudan committed to reach an agreement over the disputed Grand Ethiopian Dam by next January. Prior to the meeting, the foreign ministers met President Donald Trump at the White House. Trump has taken an interest in the conflict after Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi asked him to mediate. White House correspondent Patsy Widakuswara has this report.
This nearly 2-kilometer-long Ethiopian dam was designed to generate 6,000 megawatts of electricity, but has become a lightning rod for Egypt and Sudan. The years-long feud over the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam came to the Oval Office. With President Donald Trump meeting the foreign ministers of the three countries, the event was previously unannounced in his public schedule. It is unclear what the U.S. interest is in this matter. The White House has refused to clarify.
I'm not going to comment on that today.
After Sisi asked Trump to mediate the conflict, Trump appointed Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin to lead on this issue.
The United States has very strong strategic interests in the Horn of Africa. We spend a lot of development assistance and humanitarian assistance within the region. We're very concerned, of course, about the likelihood of conflict in the region.
After talks with Mnuchin, the foreign ministers committed to reach an agreement by January 2020. The U.S. and the World Bank will be observers in the negotiations at the technical level.
These are two countries that need foreign direct investment, that need employment for their people, that need to be seen as a place where you can come and invest and to build up their economies. So having the world's largest economy on hand to see things through is an undoubted law.
Egypt and Ethiopia disagree on the pace of the filling of the dam's reservoir. Cairo fears it could choke the Nile and create droughts for the downriver country. Egypt has a 1959 water-sharing agreement with Sudan, which Ethiopia is not part of. Salzberg says Sudan may be the wild card, and it's important that the country stays involved.
Sudan has great potential to benefit from this dam, but at the same time, they're also in a very vulnerable position vis-a-vis Egypt and their own utilization of water resources.
If the countries fail to agree in January 2020, they may choose international mediation. Other than the U.S., Russia has also offered to mediate. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News, White House.